Hello, my dear Franken friends, and welcome to Spookyou, your one-stop shop for all things ghastly and ghoulish. I'm your host, Barnabas Vixen, and my, do we have a tasty assortment of tantalizing tales for you today. Handpicked by our very own Weavers of Woe. Guaranteed to send a chill down your spine, or your money back, so it's non-refundable. But enough teasing, because you're here for the stories, aren't you? Well, without further ado, allow me to pass the reins on over to our vivacious voiceover virtuoso, Trey Falco, for the first of tonight's spooky stories. And I'll be seeing you real soon. That is, if this doesn't spook your eyeballs out first.
I've been staying in this house for some time now. I grew up here, so I know every nook and cranny of this house. My parents moved out a while ago, leaving me here to take care of the place, I assume. They didn't say anything to me, they just packed their stuff and left. I guess they rented out from time to time, as I've seen many people come and go. Some were cool and some were assholes. But all in all, it hasn't been that bad. I stay in the attic. I turned it into a bedroom a while back. It's a little cramped, but how much space does a guy like me really need? Sometimes, when I'm bored, I like to sit up there and reflect on some of the people I've come into contact with during their stay here. Like the businessman, Mr. Reynolds. He was cool. Mid-30s, ladies' man, kept the place looking sharp, for the ladies, of course. He was always talking to some Chinese-looking guy on what he called his laptop. I don't really know what that is. Then one day, he just disappeared. Some people came and took his stuff shortly after that. I wonder whatever happened to him. Anyway, then there were what I like to call, for lack of a better term, the high guys. Two stoner buddies that like to sit around all day, drink beer, play video games, and get stoned. Now, who am I to judge anyone? To each their own, I always say, but they trashed this place. I can't have that. I tried everything I could to get them out of here. But they were so high most of the time, they thought I was a hallucination and laughed it off. I stayed in my room the day the cops came to the house and took them away. Who's laughing now? There's been many families move in and out. None of them really stayed too long. Moms and dads with a couple of kids. Sometimes just mom and kids. Sometimes just dad. Aside from a few screaming matches and the sounds of lovemaking on occasion, we all seem to pretty well get along. I really enjoyed playing with the kids, though. They're so much fun, playing hide and seek, duck, duck, goose, games like that. It made me feel alive. I really miss those kids. But now there's Susan. She moved in about 6 months ago. Susan is amazing. She's single with no kids, though she does have a cat, Oscar. Oscar doesn't like me at all. Every time I come in the room, he stands up, curls his back, and hisses at me like he's ready to attack. I don't want any trouble, so I just leave Oscar alone. Susan goes to work early every morning and doesn't return till late at night, sometimes after dark. I don't know exactly what she does for a living, but I'm sure I'll find out eventually. She spends most of her days off just watching Hallmark movies and eating lots of ice cream. I don't understand why, but as pretty as she is, she can do whatever she likes. Susan is about 5 foot 4 inches tall, late 20s, maybe early 30s, with beautiful long brown hair, these amazing green eyes, and a voice like an angel. It doesn't hurt that she's chunky in all the right places either. No disrespect to any of you ladies reading this. Susan may be the most beautiful woman I have seen in a long time, but her housekeeping skills leave a lot to be desired. It's not that she's a slob or anything, it's just that she doesn't clean up after herself very well. So, on occasion, while she's at work, just to help out, I'll pick up the cups and dishes from around the house and put them in the sink. Pick up her clothes. I don't know what kind of perfume she uses, but damn, Does it smell good? Anyway, I'll put her clothes on the hamper, sweep the floor, turn the lights out, things like that. Nothing real major, just the basics. It always makes me happy to see the smile on her face when she comes home and sees the house straightened up. She just stands there smiling, and she always says, "Thank you." Anything for you, Susan. Anything. I'm so taken by Susan that sometimes at night I like to go stand at her bedroom door and just watch her sleep. She looks so peaceful. I would like nothing more than to lay beside her with my arms around her waist and just hold her. Maybe someday. I know it's only been a little while, but I think I'm falling in love with her. I want to tell her how I feel. I want to show her. I think I'll do it tonight when she gets home. What's that? Some kind of folder on the table. HPRC. Hamilton Paranormal Research Center. Case file number 137. Paranormal. I've never seen this before. She must have left it behind when she left for work today. I'll just take a peek. Hey, that's a picture of Susan. What does it say underneath? Lead investigator. Wow, that sounds important. Here's a letter. I can barely read the writing, though. I hereby give permission to any member of the HPRC to live in my residence for the sole purpose of obtaining evidence of paranormal activity within and assist in removal of said activity. I can't read the signature, but there's that word again. There's more. A newspaper clipping from 1974. What does it say? Yesterday, the only son, Michael, age 17, of respected banker William Bernard and his wife Emily, was found dead in an apparent accidental fall from the attic door to the hallway below. The cause of death was a broken neck. The incident occurred in their home located at 19 Chestnut Street. Wait, Michael Bernard? That's my name, and that's my address. Those are my parents. What? I'm dead? I can't be dead. I can see, I can feel, I can touch. I remember the fall, and I remember getting up. I remember my mother coming up the stairs crying because I fell. Wait, she wasn't looking at me. She was looking at the dead me on the floor. I remember now. The two men in suits coming over and taking my body away. All my relatives coming over a few days later dressed in black, crying, talking about how I was too young to go. Go where? I didn't understand it then. I didn't go anywhere, but I understand now. I am a ghost. That explains everything. Why Mr. Reynolds never answered me when I talked to him. He couldn't see me. He couldn't hear me. Why the stoners thought I was a hallucination, because in their altered state of mind, they could see me. Just thought they were imagining it. Why the parents of the children would always ask their kids, "Who are you talking to?" and then scream at me to leave their kids alone. They couldn't see me either. Why her cat hates me. Why my parents just up and left one day. I thought they left me the house. Come to think of it, I haven't seen them in years. And why Susan was always smiling when I cleaned up. It wasn't because I did it. She was looking for evidence of my existence. She wants to get rid of me. I don't want to leave. I like it here. This is my house, and I'm not leaving without a fight. She wants evidence, I'll give her evidence. I really loved her. I helped her. I even tolerated her damn cat. Screw all that. I've been nice so far, but after this, no more Mr. Nice Guy. She should be home soon, and I'll wait right here, so when she comes through the door, game on.
Flynn's Fantastic Arcade and Fun Park. The latest and greatest arcade games, go-karts, terror ball, and the only place this side of the astral plane where you can shoot actual lasers at your best frenemy. And nobody bats an eye. But let me guess, lasers are so last summer, am I right? No worries, you can enjoy lifelike virtual reality with their all-new Master Control integration. It's like opening your eyes for the very first time. Visit your favorite places you never knew existed, the dark depths of the nether dimension, and much, much more. It's the trip of a lifetime. And admission is dirt cheap. Right now, Flynn is sporting a back-to-school special where admission is only the price of one soul. That's right, Tiny Tim. Due to your unwilling sacrifice, the entire family can enjoy 2 hours at Flynn's Fantastic Arcade and Fun Park. Limit 1 per soul, absolutely no refunds. So what are you waiting for? Flynn's Fantastic Arcade and Fun Park, the most tragic place on Earth.
Good evening. What you are about to hear is a dramatized audio translation of the events that occurred at 19 Chestnut Street, July 25th, 2018, starting at approximately 9:08 p.m. and ending at approximately 9:27 p.m. This translation was taken from video surveillance cameras and audio microphones placed in the living area, kitchen, upstairs hallway, and master bedroom of the home. Translation goes as follows. 9:08 p.m. Susan Meyer, former lead investigator for the Hamilton Paranormal Research Center, arrives at the home and enters through the front door. 9:09 p.m. A small manila folder sitting on the coffee table begins to shake and eventually takes flight in the direction of Mrs. Meyer, striking her between the eyes, causing a small cut in her skin and tiny droplets of blood to flow down her face. 9:10 p.m. A large curio cabinet to her right seems to move out, by itself, about 3 inches from the wall and crash to the floor in front of her, pinning her between it and the front door. At which time, Mrs. Meyer screams, "Michael, why are you doing this?" 9:11 p.m. A low humming sound is heard. The volume intensifies and forms into what appears to be a voice saying, "This is my house." 9:12 p.m. All lights under surveillance start turning on and off by themselves, doors opening and closing repeatedly. The front door opens so hard that it strikes Mrs. Meyer in the back, knocking her over the broken cabinet and onto the floor, dropping her purse in the process. 9:13 p.m. What appears to be a strong gust of wind blows through the living area, so hard that it knocks over a table lamp and several knickknacks off the shelves, sending them crashing to the floor below. 9:15 p.m. From the floor, Mrs. Meyer screams, "Michael, stop! I know this is your house. I know, stop!" 9:16 p.m. A small cat enters the frame from the bottom left corner of the screen and immediately flies backwards off screen. The sound of it hitting the wall and scurrying away is heard soon after. 9:18 p.m. All activity stops. Mrs. Meyer stands, grabbing her purse and says, "Michael, listen to me. I know you're mad. I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay. I quit my job today to be with you. I want to be with you, here, in this house." 9:21 p.m. What appears to be a large mass of black fog appears on camera, forming into what looks like a person. 9:22 p.m. Staring directly into the fog, Mrs. Meyer says, "Michael, I can finally see you. I love you. I love everything you do for me, and now we'll always be together." 9:24 p.m. Reaching into her purse, Mrs. Meyer produces a small handgun and places it to her temple. 9:25 p.m. All video surveillance cameras shut down and lose signal. Only audio remains. 9:26 p.m. One single gunshot is heard, then the sound of something heavy hitting the floor. 9:27 p.m. All transmissions are lost. The body of Susan Meyer was found dead after a neighbor called 911 to report what sounded like a gunshot. Officers arrived on the scene to find the house in disarray and Mrs. Meyer's bloody corpse lying on the floor in the living area, the victim of an apparent suicide. The body was taken to the county morgue where cause of death was confirmed. The results for case 137 are as follows. The home is believed to be completely consumed by a malevolent evil spirit. Any further investigation may result in injury and/or death of another member of this organization. I will not take that risk. Case number 137 is now closed and will never be spoke of again. My condolences to the Meyer family. Thank you for your time. David Weinhardt, Director of Operations, HPRC.
Welcome back, my darling deviants. Well, tell me, did you enjoy that twisted tale? Of course you did. I knew you had that air about you, that hunger for the horrific and the macabre. So, did we spook you? If not, then file a complaint with our complaint department detailing all accounts of non-spookiness you found in this video, and we'll get back to you in 2 to 3 millennia. Give or take a business eon or two. However, if you've enjoyed what you've just heard this evening, then make sure you leave a like on this video and annihilate that subscribe button. Such a small act of obedience is exactly what we need to put the food on the table around here. There's only so many days we can have refried kidney and toe jam hash before I'm absolutely sick of it. Spoiler alert, that ship sailed long ago. Now, I must bid you adieu. I've many things to take care of, and this outro is eating into my day off. Run along now. Have no fear, we'll be here every Tuesday and Thursday to bring you another terrible tale. Go forth, my ghastly gang, and stay spooky.